Okay, so I'm technically still on break, so apologies for this video being on the short side, but I felt the need to make it given everyone's favorite clanker decided to throw a pretty large stray. A lot of people subscribe to me don't keep up with commentary drama, and to be completely honest, neither do I. But some things are so big that they inevitably catch your attention. Recently, Sprocket, a creator I used to be on good terms with up until a few weeks ago when all this stuff started to surface, has come under fire for a lot of bad things involving a creator called Spoctor. If you'd like some more information on that, then go watch Toastify's 2 videos on the subject, they will be linked in the description. And Just a Robot is someone who I don't think needs much of an introduction if any of you have watched my previous video on Pony. But to give you the Cliff Notes version, Jar is a disgraced commentary creator who tragically fell from whatever grace he had left around a year ago after his attempted defense and sweep of Cinebear03, a literal child predator, and was justifiably mocked for the dubious nature of their relationship. And more importantly for this video, he has tried f***ing with several of my associates and close friends over the years, and this all culminated in VidCon 2023 and VidCon 2024, where he did the following things. Number 1, acted like an utter creep in the DMs of Mally Malware, making multiple inappropriate and sexually aggressive statements and refusing to take no for an answer every time he suggested meeting up with her. Number 2, went out of his way to go looking for Mally at VidCon, where he then bumped into Ponder, shaked her hand like a creep, and then walked away. Number 3, at VidCon 2024 he went out of his way to go looking for Ponder and by extension our friend group, as he admits in his now deleted apology video for the Cinebear fiasco.
There's not one single shred of evidence that I was looking for them. Sure, I was keeping an eye out for Ponder. If I saw her, I was just gonna say, hey, did you see Akumu's new video on you?
And we managed to catch the moment he spotted us in the middle of the convention where he locked eyes with Harley, and the moments afterwards where we all booked it out of there while he was following us. While we did not record Jar himself approaching us, he's already self-reported multiple times that he did this, as much as he wants to deny it at the same time. He's not very smart. There are several first-hand accounts of this, and I also have proof he was at the convention anyway because he had told one of our mutual friends he was at the convention after taking a selfie with Turkey Tom. This friend then sent me this picture and told me that Jar was there in the first place and that we should probably be on the lookout for him, which ended up coming in clutch. Some people have asked us why we were all so afraid of an IRL confrontation with Jar, but the simple fact is that none of us want to f***ing deal with him on our vacation. Pretty much everyone in our group has had some sort of negative interaction with Jar in the past, especially Mally and Harley, given the previously mentioned messages sent towards Mally in 2023, as well as Jar's unhealthy obsession / mortal fear of Harley for some reason.
I need to make this video with my best buddy Daft to defeat the coalition of Creepshow Art, Hopeless Peaches, and Harley TBS, and then I realize, wait a second, none of this makes sense, the timeline is all wrong, the alliances are all wrong, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh, it was a dream.
Currently, the rumors state that Harley is planning to deplatform me.
Great, now Harley is coming into this. It's going to be a hard, long, uphill fight. I just finished my recording for all the parts I'm going to change about my video on you.
Oh, there I am again! Hi!
Many of us naturally do not want a real-life confrontation with someone as unhinged as Just a Robot, especially when he is literally looking for us at a public convention. And sure, Jar doesn't know what I look like, and he obviously wasn't looking for me in this group of people, but I think my frustration towards how much of an unhinged freak he was towards many of my friends is still valid. Now, most of this stuff is public information already, so why am I bringing it up? Well, because last night Jar uploaded a video about Sprocket, after previously stating he was not going to be making drama content again because he's a feckless loser who cannot resist the scent of fresh blood in the water. Do not misinterpret Jar's video on Ponder as anything other than spite. I am not on good terms with Ponder anymore. I think the stuff that came to light about her and Spoctor a few weeks ago is dreadful. But that's not why Jar's making a video, because you can clearly tell from the tone of the video that he's not taking the situation seriously at all and is constantly making spiteful remarks and jabs. He even takes another shot at the VidCon instant where he shaked Ponder's hand, and then for a brief 10 seconds or so decides to take a wild swing at me for some reason. I'm not going to cover the entire video because there are people far more qualified to do that, like Beckett from Cope and See, for example. For this video, I'm going to respond to what Jar said about me, my friends, and the VidCon situation, because despite it being an incredibly short set of jabs, they're incredibly out of pocket and prove just how much he hasn't changed. Here's the clip.
Cartoonchi said he hated me because I violated the boundaries of his friends. By that he means I shook Ponder's hand. Also by friends he means people who cover up for rapists. With friends like these, who needs enemies, am I right? Oh, you raped someone? That's fine. What? You shook my hand? You violated my boundaries!
Now, if you're an expert on Jar lore, your brain is probably doing backflips, so let's digest all of that real quick. I made it public that I was in the group Jar was following at VidCon earlier this year in my Pony video, given Jar played a big part in resurrecting Anthro's career, and I thought it was worth mentioning given my inherent bias against him. In this video, I made it very clear that what Jar did at both VidCon 2023 and 2024 was insanely creepy and a massive violation of my friend's boundaries. face, and I doubt anyone would really argue otherwise. Looking around for people at a convention who do not like you or want to talk to you and then following them after they notice you is not normal behavior, especially when only a year prior you were being a fucking deviant in one of said people's DMs. Now, Jar, despite already self-reporting in a previous video, has decided to simplify what he did down to just shaking Ponder's hand to try and make what I said about him violating my friend's boundaries seem insane. He knows what he did, he knows that everyone else knows what he did, and yet he still chooses to lie. I mean, shit, he straight up fucking admits that he was following us at the end of the video when he's having his pathetic little Sephiroth moment and trying to psychoanalyze Ponder's actions.
Ponder, I know what you, Harley, and oranges look like. And yes, I saw you hiding behind oranges. Her and her friends screamed when they saw me, and they cornered themselves on an escalator. I could have easily caught them if I wanted to, but I had no interest, so I just walked away. Trust me, if I wanted to catch you guys, I would have. But what would be the point?
And then a couple of seconds later, he's walking it back.
I can't believe anyone fell for this lie from them.
And then a couple minutes later, it's saying that the VidCon shit was a rumor started by Ponder.
And then she made up a rumor that I was stalking people at VidCon, all because I shook her hand.
What the fuck is it, Jar? I don't know where the f he gets this sort of confidence from, frankly. Did you think that just because Ponder's blood was in the water, you could try shit like this? And of course, the most beautiful part of this is his next point.
Cartoon Cheese said he hated me because I violated the boundaries of his friends. Also, by friends, he means people who cover up for rapists.
What?
Jar, are you f***ing relapsing? Because I don't know what drugs you're taking and I want some. This reads like he was so zoned in on making the situation about Ponder that he just forgot the other people who were in our group. Tell me, Jar, did Harley cover up for a rapist? Did Mally cover up for a rapist? Did Kelly cover up for a rapist? Did Oranges cover up for a rapist? Are there any other rapist cover-uppers I should know about? Now's probably a good time to mention that I was not close enough to Ponder to consider us friends. I was friends with most of the people there, and to me, she was just the girl that everyone knew. We talked a fair few times and were on friendly terms, but simply put, I did not know much about her or Spoctor for that matter. A lot of my associates are in drama commentary spheres, and I am not. These are two very different worlds to me. What Ponder did was really bad. Breathtaking stance. Her previous videos defending Spoctor, now that I've actually seen them via the Toastify video, are really f***ing bad. But I don't understand how it's fair to not only simplify the stuff he did at VidCon towards my friends, but to also act as if I was cognizant of information that no one fucking knew about, and information that I at the very least did not know about. Did you not grasp how crazy of a claim this is to make? Did Dreadlock write this part for you? I think if anything was going to prove to me that Jar was only making this video out of spite, then this would be it. Because for what f***ing reason would you even bring me up in the first place? Because I was on good terms with Ponder at the time? Why do you insist on bringing up the VidCon incident just because Ponder is now on the chopping block? Do you actually believe you can worm your way out of this and get people to believe it was just made up the whole time? Need I remind you, none of us chose to make that situation public. We all kept silent about it, and Ponder brought up the incident in her VidCon video, keeping you completely anonymous because frankly, dealing with you and your bullshit is exhausting. It was only after the situation got leaked behind the scenes by a third party, thank you Kumo, that any of us felt it necessary to call you out. And then there's the obvious factor of everyone has moved on, Jar. Everyone except you. You keep dipping your balls into fire and trying to prove to everyone how everything you did, from Cinebear to VidCon, wasn't actually that bad, when the evidence is stacked firmly against you and when everyone has already made up their minds nearly a year ago. The only reason I'm making this video is because the jab you made against me and by extension my friends was just that laughably petty, and because if you haven't drilled it for your clearly outdated motherboard yet, you need to be told to cease this absolute nonsense. Your comments on this video and your overall attitude suggest to me that you're still spiraling. You cannot change what you have done, nor can you convince anyone that you've changed while you're still doing shit like this. Either take the hint one way and just keep making those little media reviews of yours, or take the hint the other way and bugger off. I think the principle behind you even thinking you could get away with such an insane claim like this is crazy. All because Ponder is now fair game to you and because I made fun of you in a video 6 months ago? Get a fucking grip, you're like 30 years old. I get you can't hold a job because you keep making women uncomfortable in the workplace, but if you have to make that everyone else's problem by coming back to YouTube, then respectfully leave your personal grudges out of it. Your mind is like an ant in its nuance.